Hi everybody, it's Donna Lyn and welcome back to the Arts, Culture and Us. And I have the pleasure to be here with Russell Brown Jr. Thank you so much for being with us tonight.
You're welcome.
And tell us a little bit about who you are and where we are.
Okay. We're in the middle of the historic core. It's actually a neighborhood called the Old Bank District, and it's called that because this was the original financial center of downtown. Spring Street, and right on the corner is the Farmers and Merchants Bank. And 3 years ago, excuse me, the neighborhood council had a group of people that saw all the buildings opening up, and there was all the empty retail space. And so they figured out, where is there a way for the artists to get involved with the buildings? So they sent a proposal through to Jan Perry, who was actually very cooperative, for a neighborhood called Gallery Row. And the city sponsored it. Didn't cost any money. It was actually a lot of people with a lot of imagination coming together with the idea. And now we have, 3 years later, 30 art galleries here. Once a month we have an art walk that brings 1,500 people here. But more than that, it's revitalized all the ground floor retail. It's really built a sense of community that never happened before. It's sort of taken back the streets. This used to be right outside of us, a place where you would see gang members and homeless people and open sale and smoking of crack. Now it's actually a very walkable neighborhood with a lot of mixed income residents, both from lofts to sort of SRO housing to both the Skid Row community and the homeless community working together with more middle class people to clean up the neighborhood, put in plants, flowers, and trees. But I think really partner with them in Skid Row to start to understand how we can all work together.
And I don't know if you said that earlier, but you are the president, correct?
Right, I'm the president of the neighborhood council. We include most of all of downtown. We're sponsored by the city. We're partially funded by the city, but it's all volunteer organization.
Okay.
So we have 27 board members, and our committees include transportation, economic development, planning, every single skyscraper, high-rise, restaurant, park, affordable housing unit comes through us. We have affordable housing committee, the arts committee that created Gallery Row, residents committee, which has been very involved in filming, and education, economic development. So downtown Los Angeles is really fortunate that we're sort of the hub of transportation for all of Southern California. I think the center is Union Station. Obviously Union Station is the original railroad train station where all the cars came in. It's now the terminus for the red car subway system, which goes all the way from downtown through MacArthur Park, Wilshire to Hollywood and the Valley. It's also going to be the terminus where all the light rail comes in, the Gold Line from Pasadena, the Expo line, which will go eventually from Santa Monica through USC to downtown. You have the Blue Line from Long Beach all coming in. So we're real fortunate that we have all the buses and the rails and the light rail all coming together. Part of this on the north is the Grand Avenue project, and I think everybody's very familiar with the Music Center, where the opera and the symphony and theaters have been. Then we have the Frank Gehry designed Disney Concert Hall where the Philharmonic Orchestra is. There's a $2.5 billion project that's being developed called Grand Avenue Project. It's going to include a 50-story high-rise built by Frank Gehry, which includes the Mandarin Oriental Hotel. It's actually this building right here. This is Disney Concert Hall. Then you'll have a complex here that's retail, open space park. Then you have housing here that's both workforce and affordable housing. Then there'll be 2 other skyscrapers behind here, 2 skyscrapers here, and a $100 million park.
Is this kind of like the answer to New York's Times Square, maybe?
Actually, there's another project called LA Live. LA Live actually is sort of the next phase of the Staples Center. The Staples Center is busy 300 nights a year. It's the busiest sports and entertainment complex already in the world, owned by AEG. The next phase is what's called LA Live, which is what you see here on some of these. It includes the Nokia Amphitheater, which is a 7,100 seat or 7,200 seat theater. It's also going to include the West Coast headquarters of ESPN and a broadcasting station. It includes almost 30 restaurants and bars. And it also includes an $800 million convention center hotel, which is the JW Marriott, the Ritz-Carlton, and the condos at the Ritz, with a huge expansion of ballroom capacity and convention space. So it really will make LA very, very competitive in the convention market where it hasn't been in the past, because you'll have hotel and space for all the meetings and entertainment all in one place.
So this is kind of like, this is the second Thursday of the month where it's LA Art Walk. So this council, this office is kind of displaying its art, would you say?
Yeah, I would guess it's urban art in the sense of urban redevelopment projects.
Okay.
And anything from hiring the guys out on the street who are homeless to start their own company to take care of the flowers and the plants and the trees, to do more extensive sort of computer training, to working with a $2.5 billion project like this. There's many different things we're involved in.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Well, thank you so much for your time and all this wonderful information.
You're welcome.
I can't wait to see all of this starting. I know the Nokia Center's already up and running.
Nokia
so
just opened.
Yeah.
The next phase of it, I think, opens within the next year. It's a $2.5 billion total project. There's 8 skyscrapers as part of it, so it's a phased project. But LA Live and the surrounding neighborhood by itself is bigger than all of Long Beach combined, all of downtown Long Beach. So that's how big that one development is.
Well, thanks again and continued success.
Okay, thanks.